Okay, guys, the last one is surface area of cylinders, and this is the easiest one yet, okay? The reason why I say it's easy is, first off, just look at the formula. Formula for cylinders is surface area equals 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. The first thing you should notice from talking about the other formulas is that we have no capital letters. That means that everything that we put into this formula is just going to come straight from the picture. So we don't have to draw any bases. We don't have to find any big P, big B, or any of that stuff. So the one thing that I want to make sure that we're aware of is, what a cylinder is. We should know what a cylinder is. Coke can, basically something like that, right? The way it looks as a net is basically you have your rectangular part in the middle. One of the problems that they love that you're going to see a lot on the STAAR test is the soup can label. So this is obviously the top of the soup can, bottom of the soup can, and the label wraps around the outside. The center part of the cylinder is it's a rectangle. So that side, it's a rectangle, okay? So this is the lateral surface area of the cylinder. It's the rectangular part that makes up the outside of the cylinder. It's the soup can label, okay? The top and the bottom, those are the circles. So when you look at this, I'm going to go ahead and erase this, but I want to make sure that everybody knows this is what the net of the cylinder looks like. You're going to have the rectangular part in the middle. This is the soup can label, and then the top and the bottom. So whether you're given a net or a true cylinder, you have to be able to find the surface area of it. And remember, all we're doing is just covering the outside of the thing. So best news about surface area of cylinders, once again, no work, no drawing bases. All we got to do is plug in numbers. So 2 is 2. Pi is going to be pi. We're going to plug in the radius and the height. And then we have 2 pi and then our radius squared. So just analyze the formula real quick. This 2 pi RH, this part right here, this is the lateral surface area. Okay? This is the soup can label. This is the rectangular part that makes the outside of the cylinder. How do we find the area of a circle? It's pi r squared. So we have 2 circles, the top and the bottom. That's why we multiply by 2. So this is the 2 circles, or the top and bottom. So if they ask for lateral surface area, the formula on the formula chart will just show 2 pi RH. This is all you need when you're finding lateral surface area. So if you get, hey, I have a soup can that I want to put a soup can label on, its radius is 4 centimeters and its height 6 centimeters, this is the only formula you're going to use, and you're just going to plug the radius in for R and the 6, the height in for H. So that is basically it. That's about as complicated as I can make it. All you need to do is know where to find these numbers, and of course, well, you need to know the shape so you can pick the right formula. Once you pick the right formula, you need to know whether they're asking for lateral or total surface area. If they just want the soup can label going around the outside, or the rectangle that makes the outside of the cylinder, or do they want the top and bottom with it? In this case, we're going to find total surface area. So last time I'm saying this, no drawing bases. All we got to do is plug numbers in. So my radius is 4. Remember that if they go all the way across, that's the diameter, and you have to half it. So the diameter of this one would be 8. The radius is 4. So we're going to plug in a 4. And my pen's going out here. And then the height is 6. And then the radius is 4 out here. And then once you get to this point here, you're just going to plug everything in the calculator just like that. And when you do it right, my phone went out here. Excuse me, guys. It's 2 times pi times 4 times 6. I'm just going to do the lateral part first. So it says the lateral is 150.79. And again, I know that you guys are just going to take this whole thing and put that in the calculator and hit enter. I get that, but I just want to show both parts just for the conversation. So then we'll do 2 times pi squared. The radius is 4 Cherokee squared. So that looks 2 pi r squared. So that looks like 100.53. Now, once again, what I recommend you guys do is put 2 times pi times 4 times 6 plus 2 times pi times 4 to the second power, hit enter, and you would get your final answer, which is going to be, let me make sure this is right, 150.79. Looks like about 251.32. So this right here is your total surface area. So if you have a cylinder that has a height of 6, a radius of 4, your total surface area, in other words, how much paint or whatever it is that you're going to cover the outside of that cylinder with, would take 251.32 centimeters squared to cover it. So, but just for the conversation, if this was a soup can, they just wanted the soup can label, the lateral surface area would be just that formula. So it would be just this work that you would put in the calculator, and the answer would be 150.79. If they want the total surface area, then you do the entire formula as we did, and you would get the 251.32. So once again, good news on cylinders, no drawn bases, no capital letters, no big P's, big B's. All you got to do is just know the shape so you can get the right formula, plug the numbers into the calculator correctly, hopefully, and then hit enter. So the cylinders extra credit problem. All right. Here is your extra credit cylinder problem. It is a cylinder. That's not a very good cylinder, but it looks something like that. The diameter is 4 1/2 inches. Okay, and the height is 6 inches. Okay. We're going to say that this is my new hair product or something like that. I want to put my new hair product. I want to put a label going around the outside of it. So I want to make it clear, I'm not covering the top. I'm not covering the bottom. I'm just covering the area going around the outside. And I need to know how big a label I need to go around my container. So once again, this is my container for my new hair product. The diameter is 4 1/2 inches. The height is 6 inches. And I need to know how big the label is going to be to cover the outside of it. One more time, I am not covering the top and the bottom. I just want to cover the outside with a label. How big does that label need to be? You tell me, and our unit is inches. That is your extra credit problem for cylinder, and that is area of cylinders.